Learn English with Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 6 years. In my second year of vet technician, I found out I was pregnant. Despite considering going back to school, I hesitated, fearing I wouldn't be able to balance study and family. However, an unexpected event on Christmas Eve helped me make up my mind. It was snowing, and my kids were outside building a snowman in the front yard. Suddenly, they rushed in, carrying something in their arms. Before I could ask what was going on, I heard a faint meowing sound coming from what they were holding. An injured kitten. The kitten was fading, with half-closed eyes and trembling. My children were very worried, asking if the kitten would survive. Since it was over the holidays and the animal hospital was closed, I reassured them not to worry and decided to help the kitten myself. Remembering what I had learned from school, I knew that I needed to raise the kitten's body temperature and increase its blood sugar, or it might die. So I cleaned its wounds with rubbing alcohol and provided warmth with a soft blanket. Despite my efforts, when I offered it a bottle of milk, it was too weak to drink much. As night fell and the kitten drifted off to sleep, I tried to convince the children to go to bed, but they insisted on staying with me and the kitten. So, the three of us huddled together in bed, keeping watch over our new tiny charge. The following morning, we were awakened by the kitten's mewing. It seemed to have brightened up, with its eyes wide open, looking around at everything. When I offered it milk again, it eagerly drank from the bottle, which showed it was getting better. We figured the kitten must have an owner because it wore a collar. So my kids and I went door to door in our neighborhood, asking if anyone was missing a cat. Finally, we found an old man who lived by himself. He was really thankful that we found his lost pet. He told us the cat wasn't just a pet, but a cherished member of his family. As we walked home, my kids called me a superwoman for saving the kitten, saying I was like a vet. Their praise made me realize that this was my true passion and what I wanted to pursue. Although it will be hard for a homemaker in her 30s, I believe I can overcome any difficulties with my enthusiasm. With newfound determination, I decided to continue my studies without hesitation.
Let's recap the vocabulary we learned above.
Vet. A person with a medical degree trained to take care of the health of animals. Example. The farmer called the vet out to treat a sick cow. Pregnant. Having a baby or babies developing inside the womb. Example. She's 5.5 months pregnant. Balance. To give several things equal amounts of importance, time, or money so that a situation is successful. Example. I struggle to balance work and family commitments. Faint. Not strong or clear. Slight. Example. A faint smell of gas in the house is a cause for concern. Tremble. To shake slightly in a way that you cannot control. Example. His voice started to tremble and I thought he was going to cry. Survive. To continue to live or exist, especially after being in a difficult or threatening situation. Example. These plants cannot survive in very cold conditions. Reassure. To comfort someone and stop them from worrying. Example. He reassured me that my check would arrive soon. Wound. A damaged area of the body, such as a cut or hole in the skin. Example. He died from multiple stab wounds to the neck and upper body. Drift off to sleep. Fall asleep gradually and peacefully. Example. During that boring lecture, I drifted off to sleep several times. Convince. To persuade someone or make someone certain. Example. I hope this will convince you to change your mind. Huddle together. To come close together in a group because of cold or fear. Example. Everyone huddled around the fire to keep warm. Collar. A strap made of leather that is put around the neck of an animal, especially a dog or cat. Example. I grabbed the dog by the collar and dragged it out of the room. Neighborhood. The area of a town that surrounds someone's home or the people who live in this area. Example. There were lots of kids in my neighborhood when I was growing up. Cherished. Bringing the pleasure of love or caring about someone or something that is important to you. Example. Her most cherished possession is a necklace from her grandma. Passion. An extreme interest in or wish for doing something, such as a hobby, activity. Example. Anton has a consuming passion for science fiction. Enthusiasm. A feeling of energetic interest in a particular subject or activity and an eagerness to be involved in it. Example. One of the good things about teaching young children is their enthusiasm. Hesitation. The act of pausing before doing something, especially because you are nervous or not certain. Example. After a slight hesitation, she began to speak.
Now it's quiz time. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Question 1. What did Emma use to raise the kitten's body temperature? A. Hot water. B. A soft blanket. C. A heater. D. Heat pack. Question 2. How did Emma know what to do to help the kitten? A. She had prior experience as a veterinarian. B. She searched the internet for information. C. She remembered what she had learned from school. D. She asked her neighbors for advice. Question 3. Which two words have the same meaning? A. Passion. B. Cherish. C. Enthusiasm. D. Reassure. Question 4. Which picture shows the expression of hesitation?